Doing the caterpillar, I made my first 6-figure month, then I made $150,000 a month, then I made $200,000 a month. So I slowly caterpillared my way. And then when I got to $600,000 a month, I'm like, you know what?
You jumped from that?
2 million, yes.
Oh, wow.
I was like, I'm ready to do the butterfly now.
What's up, beautiful ladies? It's your girl Jay, and I need you to rest. I need you to relax. I need you to tap into your divine feminine energy so that you can get back in tune with yourself, so that you can be magnetic. Stop chasing. Stop trying so hard, babe. You already deserve it. We don't chase, we attract. And if you want to actually tap into your femininity with me, I'm having a 3-day goddess retreat in beautiful sunny Florida. So tap in, tap in, tap in, and I can't wait to see you there. DM me with the word retreat, and I'll send you the link. Peace. Hey, what's up, beautiful ladies? It is your favorite goddess coach, Jay, and I'm sitting here with somebody who is absolutely amazing, somebody who inspires me, and I consider a mentor in my life, Mina Irfan.
Hello, everyone. Happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yes, Mina. So tell the world, tell everybody about you and what you do and everything.
Oh my goodness. I always feel a little awkward saying what I do because it's so many different things, you know that. But I think the easiest thing that I say if I'm stopped on the street somewhere, people are like, what do you do? I say I own an online university, and I help women from all over the world awaken their true power so that they can have the divine union of their life, they can have money in their bank, they can have generational wealth, they can be in their dream body. Like, we're the type of women that want it all, but we've been told to do it the masculine way, and obviously that hasn't been working. So the way I teach it is that we get to have it all, but we get to do it the divine feminine way so that it actually feels delicious and yummy, and it's something that we are really aligned with.
Yes, I definitely feel that, and I think that is amazing and beautiful. You know, I'm definitely a part of that vibe and everything, so I'm really proud of you and what you're doing and stuff in the world. But I was thinking for this video, it would be good to talk about luxury and money and how to really like tap into your femininity and your feminine energy to be able to be more attracted to the money and different things like that. So how does that sound?
My favorite topic.
Yes!
I definitely inherited that as a favorite topic from my mom. She loved to talk about money,
Yes.
and I love talking about money. So
Yes.
how I want you to think of money is how I want you to think of creation energy in any form. We need the divine masculine and the divine feminine to create anything, right? Like, you can't just create a baby with just sperm or just an egg. Like, girl, you need both, right? And so in our current day Western society, we've been told that money is only created through the divine masculine. It's created through hustle, through grind, to structure, go getting it, like doing it at any cost. F the relationships, like you just go get the money, right? And we know as a system that that's failing. It's failing for men and it's failing for women because it's not aligned. We just, as a human race, we haven't gotten where we are by only using one energy. We got here by using both energies. So money, like everything else, has masculine energy and it has feminine energy. So the feminine part is the delicious part. It's the calling it in. It's the believing I'm worthy. It's the desires. It's the thinking big. It's the metaphysical realm, right? The masculine is, well, once it's here, what do I do with it? How do I invest it? How do I grow it? How do I keep it? So the structure part, the financial literacy part, is the domain of the divine masculine. The metaphysical manifesting, calling it in, is the divine feminine. So truly wealthy people, whether this is a man or a woman, have both. If you just have the divine masculine, you will hustle yourself to the bones to get it, and you will be burned out, and you will not be happy and fulfilled. Okay? If you are just using the feminine, you're going to be calling it in, and it's going to be raining on you, and then it'll be going out the door. And that was me in my early 20s.
Yeah.
I could not keep $1 to my name. Money burned a hole in my pocket.
Yeah.
Okay, literally. I had to like dump it out somewhere.
Yeah.
So I had to learn to heal those parts of me and have both the masculine and the feminine. And those are the people that are truly wealthy. I'm not just talking about rich. I'm not talking about money comes. I'm talking about money comes, money stays, money grows, money gives babies, money is like generational wealth. That you need both energies.
Okay. So I'm hearing that in order to really build wealth, you need to have that balance of the masculine and the feminine energies within you, and there's a masculine and feminine energy to wealth building. So when we first start this process, how does one first start? Are they going to lean towards the masculine? Do they lean towards the femme? Or is it always this equilibrium going on? Like, how would somebody start their journey?
That's a fabulous question. So first and foremost, I think when we say things like balance or harmony, or I think we think in our brain 50-50. It is not going to be 50-50. If you resonate with the divine feminine, if you identify as a feminine essence being, whether you're male or female, if your dominant essence is the feminine, you're going to have about 70-80% of the feminine and about 20-30% of the masculine. If you identify as a masculine energy being primarily, whether you're a male or female, you're going to have that 70-80% of the masculine and that 20-30% of the feminine. How you want to start is, I want you to get your journals out and write down what is easiest for you. Is it easier for you to call in money and manifest money? Are you the person that everyone considers lucky? Do you always, one way or another, get all your needs met, whether it's through your mom giving it to you, your boyfriend, or you like manifest things at the last second even when people thought you couldn't do it? Okay, well, that's important things to write down, okay? Or you can work hard for money, you can go get the job, you can work hard for money and you can bring it in, but you don't really enjoy your money. You earn it, it's a lot, it's hard to earn it, you bring it home, maybe it goes to all the bills, and maybe you even save some, but it just doesn't feel like you're like living a luxurious life or you're enjoying it. So when you know, okay, where are you leaning? Are you a saver or a spender, or are you more harmonious in those two things, meaning you enjoy what you save and you enjoy what you spend? Once you know which one you need help with, so let's say that you're really good at working hard and bring home the money, pay all the bills, and save a little bit, but you're not having fun with money. It doesn't feel luxurious. It doesn't feel like overflow.
And you have just enough at all times.
Yeah, just enough. Just enough.
Yeah.
Then you are missing the feminine part. So write down, I need help with the manifestation part. I need help with the divine feminine part, okay? Or maybe you call it in all the time, but like your bank accounts, your bag, your pockets are empty, okay? You can't keep it to save your life. Like literally money burns a hole in your pocket. You need the financial literacy part. You need the divine masculine part, okay? We need to expand your container to be able to hold on. And because money, you need to save it and invest it in a way that it can have babies. And money is just so much more delicious when you have it giving babies. Like, it's just so good, okay? My mom used to say that's why you love your grandchildren more than your own kids, because those are the dividends and interest on your investment. So I'm like, that makes sense, because it's the free part. It's the part that like you don't have to work too hard for, you know?
Yes. Okay, so let's say we have the person, like one, who maybe they struggle with the masculine energy. Maybe they're very much so into like saving money and like holding on to money for dear life, and they never enjoy it. What's the first step that they would take to go towards the path of abundance?
So what I would do in that situation is baby steps first and foremost. Like people that are like overly frugal and it's like struggle, money is struggle. Money doesn't grow on trees. Well, it's paper. Yes, it does. You know, like, you know, they've got that sort of mentality is first find an area of your life that you're already spending money on. You have to spend money in that area. Let's say it's food, or let's say it's your electricity bill or your whatever. You're already spending money in there. And every time you write the check or swipe the card for that thing, I want you to open up your heart and just get into a place of pleasure with it. I'm not asking you to spend any extra money. So, here we're just baby stepping. This is something you already have to spend on. And every time you're going to spend it, instead of looking at it and going, oh my God, here goes another check or here's another payment, you're going to go into a place of, ooh, I get to have this electricity bill. I get to have electricity. I get to do this with electricity and watch TV and, be on my computer and whatever the thing is. Like, start opening up that heart chakra and that sacral pleasure chakras of like enjoyment while already spending money that way. What will happen then is you'll start catching yourself in all those places where you have a struggle relationship with money. Like it's like you have to give it, but it's like painful for you. Okay, my husband, when I met him, was like that. He was like that. He is completely different now.
Yeah.
He was missing the feminine part, and I was missing the masculine part. We were really a match made in heaven, but we needed to learn and embody that within ourselves too, because you can only depend on the other person's energies so much. You still have to do your own inner work.
Right. Okay, and just like you said, so you used to particularly struggle when it comes to the feminine, in the sense of like, all right, yes, let's just spend it. Let's enjoy. But then nothing is in the bank at the end of the day, because it's not just about how much you make. It's how much you keep, right? Mm-hmm. So what would you say for the person that is struggling from that domain? What is the first step for them?
So the one that doesn't have the masculine container?
Yeah.
So for you, what I would say is whatever money comes in next, okay? Whether it's your paycheck, your business, your man, whatever next income that comes in, first I want you to write down what is the max amount of money you've ever had in your wallet. And what is the max amount of money you've ever had in your checking account? And what's the max amount of money that you've had in your savings account? This is your current container of what your subconscious will allow you. So let's say the max you've ever had in your wallet is $50. And let's say the max you've had in your bank account, your checkings, is $200. Okay. Well, the next step would be that whatever next thing comes up, you're going to slowly, incrementally it's called my caterpillar effect. You're going to caterpillar yourself into expanding that container. So your goal will be to have $60 in your wallet, because you've never had more than 50. So you're already changing your identity by having 50. Okay. In your checking account, if you've only had $200 and then you spend it, your goal is to get to $250 in your checking account. Okay. So make that the new normal. Once you get to $250, we're going to change it to $275, and then we're slowly expanding our energetic capacity to hold that much money, and that will help us call it in. I have an example of a friend of mine, actually. She is an entrepreneur, and she's kind of like, cash on the spot kind of. She provides some services, hair, makeup, things like that, and she'll go on a client thing, and maybe they'll pay her $200 to do their hair or whatever. She said on her way home she had to stop at Target. Every time, and before she got home she'd have zero money in her pocket. So I said, how about you don't stop at Target, you go an hour after you're home. So you come home first, we're just expanding the container, okay? So I said, hold the money for an extra hour, you come home. So she said she came home, she put it on her counter, she looked at it, she walked around it, she put it in her purse, she took it out. The first couple of times she did end up going to Target, but it was more of a conscious decision. She spent a lot less than what she would have normally spent. She still came home with money. About the third or fourth time, she's like, this is ridiculous. I'm not gonna go to Target. I don't even feel like going to Target now. I'm just gonna have this money and I'm gonna keep it. So that's her becoming really intentional. And so now, the latest I heard from her, she has $8,000 in her bank account, which is way more than ever. She never had even 100 before.
Yes.
So slowly, expanding it. If she had said, I have zero and I want to get to 8,000, what are the chances she would have been able to do that? Most people can't expand that quickly. So you want to work caterpillar first. Then later you can do the butterfly. I can do the butterfly in some areas of my life now. Not all areas, but in some areas, because I've been doing the caterpillar in those areas for a really long time.
What are your personal butterflies and caterpillars?
Ooh, right now, money is definitely a butterfly for me. As you know, we've just had our first $1 million month.
Yes.
We've been making multiple six figures.
Hold on,
time.
guys. Let that sink in. Not 6-figure month, a 7-figure month, okay? Let it sink in.
So, but here's the thing to know. I did the 6-figure month for many years before I could even dream of that being a reality. If you told me 2 years ago, Mina, you're gonna have a 7-month, I would say, no, I can't do that because I don't have a team, because blah, blah, blah. I would have given you a laundry list of limiting beliefs, and I would have just shut you up like, no, okay, that can't happen to someone like me. But because I've been doing the caterpillar, I made my first 6-figure month, and I made $150,000 a month, and I made $200,000 a month. So I slowly caterpillared my way. Then when I got to $600,000 months, I'm like, you know what?
You jumped from that?
2 million, yes.
Oh, wow.
I was like, I'm ready to do the butterfly now.
Oh,
so
wow.
in October, I said, you know what? I'm gonna skip 7, 8, 9.
Ooh,
I'm just gonna go to $1 million in November.
Period.
But I can confidently hold that now.
Yes.
You know. So that is definitely my butterfly.
Yeah.
Can I tell you where I still have the caterpillar?
Yes.
Weight. I that's where I'm in my dream body. Like, I'm very confident with I work, I have lost 70 pounds, so I've like really worked on this body. But I have these moments of self-sabotage when it comes to weight.
What do you mean in terms of like?
So like, let's say that I'm having an exceptionally great month with my income. I've expanded some other containers in relationship and client, everything, and all the other juggling is like great. And then my weight will start creeping up.
Oh, yeah.
That's like the easiest area for me to self-sabotage, because I call it, I'm trading myself.
Yeah.
Like, it's an easy disguised one. So that's one where this year I was like journaling on that. I'm like, okay, we're not doing that anymore.
Nope.
I need to be a butterfly in this area too.
Period. That is just amazing. That's so wonderful. Congratulations. But it's also good to know and to see that even when you're having one area of your life be so expansive, and most of them, sometimes you can still have certain areas that you can struggle with and that you're working on and just fixing, That's really, it's good to know, because I'll look at you and I'll be like, oh, she probably, every area is just perfect.
It creeps in. Everyone's human. It's a journey. And the biggest one for me has been, so in my life, I always saw people that were really wealthy, but then the relationship struggled.
Yeah.
Or had like the love of their life, but like no money. Or like had the 2 other things and then were overweight and dealing with health issues. Yes. So my thing was, I want all the things.
Yes.
And I need all the things to be good without self-sabotaging.
You want your cake and you want to eat it too.
Yes,
because why have the cake without it,
Excuse me, I don't even understand why they say that, because it's like ridiculous. So
it's food. Eat it.
Yeah, it's to eat. It's to enjoy. So I wanted the divine union.
Yeah.
I want the happy, healthy kids. I want the multi-million-dollar mansion. I want the soulmate clients. I want my dream body. Like, I want it all. So for me, in the past 10 years, my journey has been expanding all the areas without letting any of the other ones fall. And that's my continuous work. I'm still doing that work. Lately, I've noticed that the weight one is the easiest one for me, because it's disguised, like I said, as like, I'm just treating myself, Since we moved into this new neighborhood, in the new house, the weight one has been where I'm like, okay, no, time to reel it in. We're not going 5 pounds in that direction. That we don't do that.
You have to catch yourself. You have to catch yourself, because it's almost, when you were explaining, especially the girl who always had to stop at Target, it really comes from like, I don't want to say addiction, but it's like a deep compulsion to almost want to sabotage yourself when you don't have that container. So it's essential to expand that container, because that's when you have the lottery winners are like, oh, I won $10 million, and then next thing you know, their life is in shambles.
Broke, exactly.
You want to have both of those aspects for sure. I love it. Yes. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else I could ask? Well, do you have anything else that you could share?
I want to say, do your inner work. Most of our problems are self-created. We have addictions to suffering, to drama, and I know a lot of people get triggered when I say things like that, but I have these 4 stages that I teach from. There's the basic babe stage, there's self-aware Barbie, $1 million babe, and high-end divinity. And once you know which stage you're in, then you can start the appropriate inner work to start really calling in your divine desires, because you getting your desires is your birthright. Like, God wouldn't have shown you the preview of what you're going to get That's literally the definition of a desire. It's a preview, it's a trailer, right? If there's a trailer, that means the movie has been completed, like the movie's done. It's about to be released. But you need to be able to merge that metaphysical and physical realm through doing your inner work. So most of my life's problems, and I've had many, I know, you know, babe, that I went through a very traumatic past in childhood, and I've had a lot of like real life trauma in my life, and I was the one that was voted least likely to be happily married, most likely to be broke, like all that stuff. Like people literally say this to my face when growing up. I was the ugly duckling growing up, so I had to overcome a lot of that stuff. The life that I live now is all of it as a result of my inner work compounding. So no matter where you're from, what your journey is, what you've been through, you can overcome it, I promise, through inner work though. Inner work, if you're willing to walk that walk, it'll be the only hard work you do, because then life gets to be delicious. It gets to be amazing for you.
Yes, period. And if you need help doing your inner work, definitely go check out her channel. I'll make sure I'll link it down below. She has lots of videos, like literally hundreds of videos online that you can learn from, and you can really start stepping towards that direction. And yeah, I love her. I love her work for sure. And thank you so much for joining us, right?
Thank
this
you
beautiful
so much.
And yeah,
Thanks,
follow her on Instagram, follow her on her YouTube. And yeah, like this video up if you enjoyed, and comment down below, what is it that you want to manifest in your life moving forward? What is that next level, that next step for you? What are you upgrading? Speak it into existence so we can have that good vibration on this video. And just say it in present tense, like say it in present tense, or like it already happened. Let's command it now, okay? 1111 energy. All right, peace.